Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 67, and today we have games against Queen's Park Rangers and also Liverpool in the Premier League. Before we play those games, though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera, and also we're about to make a new signing to the Swansea side. Interesting stuff. So let's start off with the games off camera, and as you guys know, I played loads of games off camera since the back-to-back goalless draws against Spurs and Real Madrid. We started with a very disappointing 1-1 draw at home to Brentford. Jordan Rhodes scored a stoppage time equaliser, but then we beat West Brom by a goal to nil in the Capital One Cup quarter-final. Lockyer winning the game late on before we beat Burnley by 3-1. We then lost to Monaco by 3-0 in the final game of the Champions League group stage. I did rest a lot of the players, but I mean, put it this way, thank God we had qualified after the Real Madrid game, because how we needed a result in this game, and that was the type of performance. I mean, dear oh dear, I probably would have got the sack after that game. It was absolutely embarrassing, but still, we responded with 3 wins in a row in the Premier League. First a 2-0 win over Leicester, then a 3-0 win over Southampton, and then a 3-2 victory over Fulham. We rode our luck towards the end of that game. Callum Wilson came back to score against us. I couldn't believe it. I saw him come on. We had a bit of a joke on the touchline. I was like, hey, Callum, you turned out to be a bit of a flop, didn't ya? And then he goes and scores, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. But still, we won the game, so, you know, I get the last laugh. But then we lost to United by a goal to nil at home. Januzaj scored a stoppage time winner, very frustrating indeed. And that was part of a 4-game streak where we had no wins, the first of the 4 games. We then drew with West Brom, 1 goal each. Then we lost to Manchester City in the Capital One Cup semi-final, first leg. Gareth Bale scored his first goal for the club, but then we conceded a stoppage time goal to win the game for City. That was terrible. We conceded a goal in stoppage time, basically, and they won the game. That's the 3rd game I've showed you where we conceded a stoppage time goal. So frustrating, and they won the first leg. I don't care too much, but still pretty frustrating. And the last game was a goalless draw away at St Andrews against Championship Birmingham. Very, very disappointing indeed, but things have got so bad right now in the striker role. It's been crazy. Had to play Robbie Harrington recording from his loan spell, and then Liam Cullen coming off the bench. Absolutely embarrassing, but still, players are coming back to fitness now, which is good. But still, over the recent weeks, so many injury problems. Very, very frustrating indeed. But I'm sure you guys are excited about 2 things. First, who we're going to be facing in the Champions League knockout round. You might have actually seen it, and who will be signing as well. So I'll show you the Champions League fixture first. We've been drawn against Valencia in the Champions League first knockout round then, the Spanish side. You might have seen that in the schedule there, I'm not too sure. But yeah, Valencia in the first knockout round then. I got to be honest, it could have been a lot worse. There were a lot worse teams we could have faced, but it could have been better as well. Could have faced someone like Sporting or Marseille, I think it was. But do you know what, Valencia? It's going to be tough, but at least we avoided one of the major mega European sides. But Valencia right now, it should be said, are runners-up in La Liga, or I should say the second place team in La Liga, if you will, right now, and they've got a very good side. I should say, you know, this isn't like a poor Valencia side. This is a really, really good side with some very, very good players indeed, with some players that are just absolutely awesome. Really, and Icardi as well. I checked him out right now. He's just on fire for Valencia. So yeah, it's going to be quite hard to keep him quiet, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Valencia over 2 legs. You know, we could get through it. It will be tough, but we could potentially get through it. I think if we had a good first leg and shut out Valencia and not concede an away goal, we'll definitely fancy our chances. But still, for the new signing, let's get to that as well. Just about to make it right now. I agreed this deal within the last half an hour of real time. I really don't know whether this guy's going to be worth the money or not. But we've had a striker crisis. You guys know that. If you actually... forgot to show you this. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you wouldn't know. I'm all over the place, aren't I? Gabriel Barbosa, injured, out for 5 months, broke his foot. I can't believe it. Where is he? I put him in the under-21s, didn't I? Gabriel Barbosa broke his foot against United. I can't believe it. He started scoring goals. He was in form. You see there, 13 goals in 17. He's having so far, I think, his best season in goals to game ratio since he signed for Swansea. I was like, well, Esposito might be injured. Shuey might be injured. Hernandez may not be scoring, but at least this guy's doing well. Bang, out for 5 months. Broke his foot. Can't believe it. Absolutely furious. So, yeah, livid about that, and he'll be out for pretty much the remainder of the season. That is so cutting, isn't it? But still, yes, Gerard Tran looks like he'll be the guy that will replace him, and it's a lot of money. It'll cost us £20 million, and it could rise to £45 million. Can you believe that? That would make him the most expensive signing ever in the Swansea series. But very, very decent striker. It looks like he's 23 years old right now. I've had my eye on him him for a couple of seasons. He came to England actually for a year last year and joined Spurs on loan, and before that Derby as well. Did not know that, fair enough, but Derby last year. Still looks pretty decent, very decent goal to game ratio despite his age. I don't know whether he'll be worth the £45 million we could pay, but it's £20 million up front and the rest is in clauses. I think it's £10 million after 50 league games and 15 after 50 league goals. And to be fair, as I always say, when I do those sort of clauses, you know, if he works out that well, I'm happy to pay the money. Do you know what I mean? If he's scoring that amount of goals, then that's fair enough. Extra £15 million, 50 league goals, don't mind one bit. So yeah, Gerard Tran is going to sign for us. It's a lot of money, but again, he looks like a really decent young striker, and he's got the stats in like all the areas I want as a striker. Finishing good, first touch good, off the ball good, anticipation I find a very, very underrated stat for strikers, very good as well. Those four for me always want to be 15 or higher. That's exactly what they are, 17, 16, 16 and 17 as well. So very, very decent indeed. Looks like a good striker, and he's going to come in as well. So Gerard Tran will sign, and yeah, I don't know whether he'll be worth all that money in the future, but I think we need him right now as we have a bit of a striker crisis and no one's scoring the goal. So Tran comes in and he could make his debut against QPR. I think we'll have to wait and see. And so as we come into the first game of today's episode, and we do take on QPR away from home, they are rock bottom in the Premier League table right now. Where are we? I should have showed you this, shouldn't I? We're currently in third place, but they're bottom of the table right now. So, you know, we desperately need a win after 4 games without one, and a big win hopefully too. So this is the type of game for it, really. Taking on a side away from home, bottom of the table, and Tran will make his debut as well. So we're going with 4-4-2 for this game, and Leno's going to start in goal. Back for a George, Fabiano, Marlon and Karaman. In midfield, Sisto on the left, Benzker on the right, and in the middle, Sam Redmond and Pep. And up top together, I mean, what an interesting duo this is. Gerard Tran and Robbie Harrington. I don't think these two will ever start together ever again, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess my thinking behind this is because Harrington has got some decent stats to play as a target man, or so I would suggest. And obviously with Tran, I feel like his best position is going to be as the sort of the poacher, really. Sort of run onto through balls that will be held up and played through by Robbie Harrington. So that's my thinking behind it. Would it prove to be successful? Probably not. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. Still on the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Sigerson, Bale, Hernandez, and Esposito as well. Not fit, shouldn't play this game at all, but we're desperate. We're desperate, really. And I don't want to put Liam Cullen on the bench. Oh, I can't. I've taken him out of the squad for Tran. Poor Liam Cullen. No, that's Kasper Schmeichel. Was I just showing you Liam Cullen? I don't even know. But he's in the under-21s. Oh, this is a nightmare. Let's just get into the game then. Here we go. First game, QPR away from home. Come on, Swansea. And Tran wants number 10. He can't have it, assessed, but Morris' injury. Morris' injury? Why did I say injury? Morris' number. We'll give him... what number should Tran get? I don't really want to give him 32 or 34. Let's go really high. Let's give him number 99. Double 9. That should make him good in front of goal. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Come on, Gerard Tran, and come on, Swansea. We need a win. And straight away as well, what I'm going to do is higher the tempo, mix the passing up a little bit, and go to an attacking style of play. I want us to get some chances in this game, and in the first half in particular. I always feel like starting on control sometimes makes you a little bit too laboured in your possession, but still, 0-0 as things stand. Got to get some chances at some point. We're not scoring goals right now. We need that to change. Oh, and right on cue is a highlight here. Sisto takes it towards Marlon, flicks it down. Harrington! Oh, Robbie Harrington! Robbie Harrington! First goal in the Premier League, second in a Swansea shirt. Get in, my son. You know, he's been called up for Wales a few times and scored a few goals as well. He's been out on loan, hasn't had too many chances here, but that's a brilliant finish by the young man, and he makes it 1-0 to Swansea. So all the attention's on Gerard Tran, and it's Robbie Harrington with a goal. What a fantastic half volley. QPR 0, Swansea 1. Right on cue, we take the lead. Oh, but now a chance for QPR to hit back instantly with Boga on the ball. He finds Brown. Brown's shot is blocked, but Pep clears it. And now a chance on the break here. Tran to Harrington. Oh, that could have been a dream move, but unfortunately, it was a poor pass, and Queen's Park Rangers have the ball back. Poulsen now back towards Cousins. Can they get themselves back on level terms? Cousins on the ball finds Boga. Through towards Poulsen. His shot is blocked, and now another chance on the break. Let's go, boys. Pep towards Harrington. Through towards Gerard Tran. Better pass, well done. Back towards him. These two love playing with one another. Harrington on the ball. Through towards Pep. Sisto down the left-hand side. George gets past his man. Pep goes for goal. Oh, it's a wonderful strike. Pep with the goal. The Ginger Mohawk's back, and what a fantastic strike to mark the occasion. Fantastic goal by the number 8. And it's Queen's Park Rangers 0, Swansea 2. George gives him the ball. There looks like there's no danger. Pep thinks otherwise. Unbelievable strike. Goalkeeper can't keep it out. 2-0 Swansea. And the Spaniard doubles our lead. So first highlight of the second half, and it comes to us as well with Pep winning the ball back and finding Tran. Harrington could have been through there, and he is through as well as he holds it up and finds Tran. Gerard Tran in for a debut goal. Everything's coming up Millhouse. What a fantastic game this has been. Queen's Park Rangers 0, Swansea 3, and Gerard Tran has scored on his debut. Worth the money already. Good ball by Harrington. Tran skips around a couple of challenges and finds the back of the net. That's what I want to see in this game. Harrington and Tran working together. Who would have thought this duo would be absolutely fantastic and more successful than Batman and Robin? That was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't even know why. I've never even seen Batman and Robin. It's 3-0 Swansea though. What a fantastic game. Could have said Bat-Tran and Robbie Harrington. Oh, genius. Literally just genius. Why didn't I say that at the time? I'm including that part. That was fantastic. Bat-Tran and Robbie Harrington. Unbelievable. Well, I gotta say, that was absolutely fantastic. Crisis? What crisis? Queen's Park Rangers 0, Swansea 3. Passionately gonna say, well done lads, that was a good win for us. That was absolutely fantastic. Robbie Harrington and Bat-Tran. Unbelievable stuff. That was extraordinary. I think we should get better nicknames. That was terrible. But anyway, I don't care. That was unbelievable. QPR 0, Swansea 3. What a result. I know they're bottom of the table, don't get me wrong, but after 4 games without a win and us struggling in front of goal as well, I mean, that could not have gone better. Like that could not have gone more according to plan. I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. A goal for Harrington, a goal for Gerard Tran, and a clean sheet as well in a 3-0 win. Perfect. And as we come into the second game of today's episode, we now take on Liverpool here at home at the Liberty Stadium. Sticking with the same formation and the same team. Why change a winning formula, right? So 4-4-2, Leno in goal, back for a George, Fabiano, Marlon and Caraman. Midfield, Sisto on the left, Bentaker on the right, and in the middle, Redmond and Pep. And up top together, Bat-Tran and Robbie Harrington. What a duo, eh? On the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Sigurdsson, Bale, Hernandez, and Gianluca Esposito, who at this rate is going to struggle to get back in the team. Still, second game of the episode, we take on Liverpool. Same result, please. Same performance. Come on, Swansea. It's certainly going to be harder for us this season to retain our league title, no doubt about that. We've had injury problems all year long, and I feel like the sides around us are getting stronger this year as well, after a couple of years where, well, in the first season they were all terrible, to be honest, but still, you can definitely notice an increase in quality in our opponents, that's for sure. And as things stand right now, a point in this game will see us be 3 points behind the league leaders Chelsea, and oh my word, we may not even get a point because Muharrem Karaman, usually so reliable, has just gifted Saido Berahino the opening goal of the game. That was absolutely atrocious. What was he doing there? Henderson plays the ball towards Lind, who plays it forward, and Karaman, I mean, that is just absolutely awful. And Marlon leaves Berahino to his own devices, and he puts the ball into the bottom corner. So 1-0 Liverpool, poor start. Bad mistake from our usually really reliable right back. And a chance here for Liverpool to double their lead 10 minutes before the break here as Guzu finds Chilwell down this left-hand side. He crosses to the centre, and there is Rondon. And after a very convincing win against QPR, we look as though we're going to return home, and have a defeat to Liverpool. Really good ball from Chilwell down the left-hand side, in fairness. But Rondon gets ahead of his man, volleys the ball in. It's 2-0 to the away side. I mean, maybe the crisis hasn't gone completely then. We need to get the ball up the pitch a lot quicker than we are right now if we're going to get some chances in this second half, as Pep is on the ball and finds Karaman, who was at fault for the first goal. Come on, an early goal in the second half and I'll be feeling quite confident. Karaman storms in the area and that's a penalty. Chilwell takes him down and our right back is redeeming himself here. A very good forward run and Chilwell takes down the Dutchman. So a chance for Gerard Tran to make it 2 from 2 from the spot. I don't know why, I just don't feel confident at all. So please, Gerard Tran, prove me wrong here. Oh, he's at the post, I didn't feel confident, and he sent the keeper the wrong way, didn't he, Eyes? But unfortunately, could not find the back of the net. It hits the woodwork, and Liverpool get it behind for a corner. What a shame. I didn't feel confident. I don't know why I should not feel confident. And Tran, unfortunately, misses from 12 yards. Well, I'll have to bring on an unfit Esposito soon, that's for sure. Tran hitting the post from the spot. I mean, seriously, I know we've got striker problems right now, but that's all we need to see. One of our strikers getting a penalty and missing it. And now Berahino's through to make it 3-0, and Leno makes a brilliant save. Thank the Lord for that. He keeps us in the game, going towards the hour mark. Had that gone in, it would have been all over. So 7.5 minutes to go. Looks like we are going to taste defeat in this one. And Esposito has hit the post. How about that? He's come off the bench and hit the woodwork. And for the second time, we've hit the same post in the second half. and that looks like it would do it. So we're going to lose the second game of today's episode. What an absolutely massive shame. I really felt as though after the win against QPR, our fortunes may be turning and we may begin to go on a good run of form, but instead we're only going to have one win in our last 5 games as it stands then. So yeah, we've signed a big money striker, but he can't score penalties. We know that now. And unfortunately, we're going to lose to Liverpool. So final score, Swansea 0, Liverpool 2. Come on, ref, blow the final whistle. Put us out of misery. I want to get home for the news. Final score 2-0. And yeah, frustrating defeat. We had chances in this one, definitely. You can see that at the top right. We had more shots in the game, more possession as well. But our finishing was poor. And when your strikers are having a bit of a crisis right now, that's not what you want to say at the end of the game. So very disappointed about that. And unfortunately, we do end up losing against Liverpool. So in the table right now, we do sit in 3rd place with 41 points. There are 17 games to go, but it's not been the best of seasons for us this year. And with the striker problems right now, it's not boding well for the future. I'm not feeling confident at all. I'm really not, despite the big new signing of Gerard Tram. At least he scored today. At least he scored in his debut, and that was quite nice to see. So that is going to be today's episode in the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall play all these games off camera and return for the big one. Valencia in the Champions League first knockout round, first leg, where we'll be without Barbosa, but hopefully Esposito and Tran have struck up a fantastic partnership. So I'll return for that game against Valencia and also a game against Manchester City as well in the Premier League 2. That'll be a very big one at the Liberty Stadium. So thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. Much love to you all. Enjoy your Saturday evening, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.